everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, my name is Natalia, and today we're going to be talking my favorite beauty products from 2021, and I am so excited to talk about these. I don't do like monthly favorites as often as I would like to, so I figured let's put them all together into like a yearly kind of thing, and that way we can talk about them. So a lot of them I'm wearing on my face, some of them obviously I'm not because there's multiples in each category and I couldn't put them all on my face, even though I would have loved to. So some you'll see me putting them on and some I'll just show you. But either way, I'm super excited to talk about these products, and it's probably going to be a longer video. I have my coffee and let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and do it in the order that I would put it on. All these products will be linked in the description box below in case you guys want to shop for them, or in case I forget to mention like the shade name or whatever. Alright, so the first products I want to talk about are base products, and these two have been my favorite all year long. If you guys have watched any of my vlogs or anything like that, you guys will know that I've been loving these. So the first one is the Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel, and this is an SPF 50, and this is such a pretty product. Let me go ahead and swatch it in the back of my hand. It's hard to find now. I used to be able to get it on like Amazon and things, but now it's just, I don't know, they don't carry it or it runs out of stock. But look how beautiful that looks. It absorbs into your skin perfectly, and I just like it because it gives you like the nicest glow to your skin. And yeah, it just looks really beautiful under your makeup. It's hydrating and it has SPF 50, so it's really good. Same with this one. This is from Milani. This is the SPF BFF SPF 30 primer, and this has been around for quite a while, but they repackaged it, and that's when I kind of got into it. I didn't even know that it existed, but this one is also a very pretty product. It's also glowy and it hydrates your skin, and it has an SPF, obviously, like the name says. But this is what this one looks like, and it also gives you like the prettiest glow. So this one's the Canmake and this is the Milani. So you guys can see they're very similar to each other. They both feel very similar on the skin. They wear very similar under makeup, and it's just two that I've actually really loved. This is the one I'm wearing today under my makeup, and it just, like I said, it gives you the prettiest glow, and I just really like both of these. Okay, next up we have two foundations, and one's from a drugstore and one's from Sephora, which is kind of high-end, kind of not high-end. So let me talk about the drugstore one. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer, and this is for all skin types. I have mine in light to medium, and this is a foundation that I found maybe like mid-year because of Taylor Wynn. She was talking about it and she recommended it. She said that she wore it, I think, to like the Charlottes. Is that what she said? No, that doesn't sound right. The Carolinas, maybe. I don't know. She wore it in a very humid environment, and she said that it wore so beautifully even under masks and all that, which is why I wanted to try it, because we were going to be taking a trip and we have to still wear masks, so I wanted to try it out. And she's right. This wears so beautifully under the skin. I stopped wearing it for a little bit because I picked up so many other foundations. If you guys watch my vlogs, you guys will know that I have like 10 million new foundations. I don't know what happened to me, and they're all high-end. So I'm trying to like figure out, do I want to keep them? Do I want to return them? Like what I want to do, and I'm like freaking out about them. But I think I figured it out by now. But anyways, that's something else. Getting back to this. This gives you like a medium coverage, but it's like a good medium coverage. Like it covers everything you want to cover. It doesn't look cakey. You don't have to set it if you don't want to, but I like setting my foundation just because I hate that sticky feeling. Even if that's like the slightest bit, I don't like it. So usually I'll set my face with powder. And I do the same thing with this one. It never looks cakey. And then the one I'm wearing today is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Perfect Natural Finish Longwear Foundation and Anti-Pollution. And I have mine in 20N. This foundation is also so beautiful. If you have been looking for a new foundation, obviously, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to recommend it because I recommend all these products because they're my yearly favorite. So this is a really good foundation. Let's say you're in Sephora, you don't want to spend $40. This is an amazing one to try out. Again, I have dry skin and this just looks so beautiful. I mean, you guys can see it on my skin right now. It looks super natural. I am wearing powder on top of it, but it's still all the like glowiness comes through without it looking dry, even though I put on powder. So I just really like this foundation, and even if you don't want to set it, you can still wear it that way. And it gives you, it says medium buildable coverage for the look of natural perfected skin, and I would totally agree with that. This is medium coverage, but it does make your skin look more perfected. And they're both in glass bottles, and they both have a pump, which makes it even better. And this says a little bit less, it's 0.84. This is 1 fluid ounce, which is more general for foundations. Most of them come with 1 fluid ounce. But yeah, this is like $20 and this is like $15, so price is about the same. Next up, let's talk about concealer. So I have two, one very affordable one and one a bit more pricey. So the affordable one is going to be the Wet n Wild Megalast Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer. I would not call this a full coverage concealer. I would say it's more like a medium coverage. And I have mine in Light Honey. This concealer, it's so pretty. I've used it as like all over foundation. And I've used it as a concealer with like more like a natural foundation, like a light coverage foundation. That's when I like to use this. This doesn't pair well with full coverage foundation because this is not full coverage. So if you want to use it with like a more light coverage foundation, this looks beautiful and I love it. And then the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer in medium 1N. That's the one I have on today, and this is really good, and a little bit goes a very long way. As you guys will see me applying it, I just do like a few dots. This one I can actually do like the stripes and it won't look cakey. This one you don't need a lot, you just need little dots. It doesn't look cakey. I do set it anyways with some powder, but I know a lot of people say that you don't need to. I do it anyways, but I guess at this point it's more of a habit thing. This is $5 obviously, and this is like $20. So it just really depends where you're shopping, what you're looking for. Up next, let's talk about some powders. So for powders, like I said, I have dry skin, but I love powder. I hate sticky feeling on my face. I hate when I just like want to rub it or something and it just feels like I'm wearing like my lotion never sucked in to my skin. I hate that feeling. So I always have to have powders. And I think we're doing like a high-end drugstore kind of version. I should have done two, drugstore and a high-end. Yeah, I think almost everything I have two options. Very funny. That wasn't on purpose, but all right, let's move forward. So we have two powders. These are very different powders. We have a loose powder and a pressed powder. So the BareMinerals Original Mineral Veil in Translucent. I love to use this under my eyes. You can use it all over your face, but I don't do that with it. I just use it basically, what am I trying to say? I basically just use it under my eyes, and I love how it makes them look. It smooths them out. It smooths them out, and it just makes them look more just flat, I guess you can say. And yeah, I just really like it. And even though it looks white, it doesn't look like that once it's on your skin. Like it just kind of, you know, becomes translucent, and it's just really pretty. And I've heard people compare this to the Kosas Cloud Powder, I think it's called. Oh, it looks like it's gonna rain. Is it supposed to rain? I don't think it's supposed to rain. So this is compared to that powder. I don't have that powder, so I wouldn't know. But when I heard that they're comparing them, I was like, well, I might as well just stay with this one because that cloud one is actually more expensive and it's hard to find. So if you've been wanting to try the cloud powder, maybe give this one a try. And then for the drugstore, I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And this powder is beautiful. I have it in light, and I think they have other shades. And this is what it looks like. It comes with a little sifter, which is really nice, but I always keep it open because I forget to close it. And this powder is one of my favorites. I am wearing both today. This one I'm wearing all over my face, and the BareMinerals I'm wearing just under my eyes. And I love to set my face with this because, like I said, it's very finely milled. It never looks cakey. My face never looks powdery. And I usually will just get like a very fluffy brush and just kind of put it all over my skin. And I just love how this makes my skin look. So these are two that I've been loving a lot for different purposes. All right, for the bronzer category, I think we have two. And again, these are but these are different products, and I'm wearing both of them today. So we have a high-end and a drugstore. So let's talk about the high-end. This is the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream in Fair. As you guys can see, the tone is so perfect for me. I don't know how this is called fair. I mean, does anybody with fair skin wear this tone? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But anyways, as you guys can see, I put quite a dent in this because I use it actually a lot. I've started using it with like a stipple brush because I was using it with more of like a dense brush and it was just looking crazy, but that stipple brush just makes it look so beautiful, which is how I did it today, and you guys will be able to see that. And yeah, I just feel like it adds like the perfect contour kind of shade to your face. I don't wear this all the time. This is more when I'm trying to look more fancy or more, you know, sculpted or whatever. So that's the days that I usually will reach for this. But on regular days, I use the City Bronzer from Maybelline. And I have it in shade 200. And I feel like it's the perfect shade. I love this tone on as a bronzer. It's one I'm wearing today, like I said. And it just looks perfect. I love it. It's one of those like bronzers that you can't really go overboard unless you just like sit there and do it over and over. But I usually will go in pretty heavy handed, and this never looks like too heavy on the skin, and I just love the tone. So then for highlights, we have 3 different ones, but one's a little different. So let's talk about the first ones. These are both gonna be more like high end. I have the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 1. This stuff is beautiful. I don't know how more people don't talk about it. I saw Kendra Atkins using it for the first time. Look how pretty that is. That makes your skin look so beautiful. It makes it look like it's glowing from within. Like when people say that, most of the time I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, what does that mean? But when I get this and I put it on, this is what it means. It doesn't look like you're wearing a highlight, and it's just so pretty. I know some people use it like as an all over powder. I don't do that. I just get my little highlight brush and just put it on the areas that I want to highlight, and this just looks so beautiful. It is expensive. This will last you a long time, so I feel like it's a good investment, and I'm so happy that I got it. And then I also got the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Kitten. This one I got because Coffee Break with Danny recommended it, and when I first saw it I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's the one I'm wearing today. And let me show you guys what it looks like. So this one is more intense of a highlight, and I've heard some people say that different shades have like glitter in them. Kitten does not have glitter in it. So as you guys can see right there on my finger, there is no glitter on that. So I think it depends on what shade you pick up, so just be aware of that. I have Kitten. That's the one that Coffee Break with Danny recommended, and that's the one that I got. That's the one that I have on today, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but it just gives like the prettiest wet look, and I just really like this highlighter. When I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can wait to put this on, and I put it on right away. I usually can do it with a brush, but with my finger I feel like it applies more opaque, I guess, so it makes it look more highlighty than a brush does. I feel like it just makes it look more natural also. And then something a little different for me this year was the Flower Beauty Day Glow Highlighting Glaze in Day Glow. This one was recommended by Jessica Braun. That's why I got it. This is not a product that I typically would use, but I was intrigued. This is what it looks like right there. So it's like, and the name says, it's like a glaze for your face. So typically the times that I like to wear this is when I'm wearing very little makeup. Like let's say I just got the concealer and I just put it kind of everywhere and a little bit of bronzer. That's the times that I like to reach for this, when I just want more like a natural looking highlight, not that it looks like a stripe of highlight and like nothing else is on. That's when I reach for this for more natural days, and this looks so beautiful. It doesn't feel sticky. Again, I have a weird thing with stickiness. This does not give me any stickiness at all whatsoever, and it just looks beautiful on the skin. It's just a magical product, and I know it comes in 2 different shades. Oh, and then one more product. This is the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick, and this is a cream highlight. This is one that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like, but I ended up really liking it. So this is what it looks like on the skin. This is more like a rosy shade, but it looks so beautiful. I wear it the same as I do the Flower Beauty Glaze. More like on natural days, I just kind of, you know, dab it on my finger and then just kind of apply it with my finger. I said finger too many times. And it just looks really beautiful, really natural. So for brows, I have a few different products here to share. I have, but they're all actually very different from each other, but they're all for your brows. So the first one I want to talk about was this one, which I was surprised to have fallen in love with. It's the Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil. So this is just a pencil. It's the ones that you sharpen. It's a wooden pencil. I have it in the shade dark brown. I got this because Jessica Braun started raving about it, saying that it became her favorite brow product, and I was like, all right, well, I gotta check this out now. So I bought it. It's like $21, I think, or something like that. I haven't sharpened it actually since I bought it, so I think this is gonna last you a pretty long time. It's pretty, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's truly what they say. It's like a perfect brow pencil. So as you guys can see, it doesn't give you like the thin strokes that maybe like, you know, the mechanical pencils would. But if you have brows, like I have brows already, and I just sometimes want to just fill them up really quickly and then just get on with my day. I don't want to just spend so much time there and just do whatever. And this does a really good job of just filling in sparse areas. It's not going to give you hair like strokes, but it does a really good job at like filling in your brows. I don't know why it was so hard to explain. Something a little different for this year was the Milani Weekend Brow for me, and I have it in the shade Espresso, is the one I'm wearing today. And this actually gives you hair like strokes. So if you don't have a lot of brows to, you know, work with or whatever, this would be one that I would recommend. So you guys can see it there on the top versus like the Anastasia. So this one gives you the brow strokes that you need, or hair like strokes that you need. It does take a little bit of practice to get used to. The first time I used it, I was like, nope, don't like it, and I just kind of threw it in my drawer. But then I heard somebody talking about it, so I was like, maybe I did it wrong. So I pulled it back out. I think it was Taylor Wynn. She was the one that was talking about it, and I was like, all right, maybe I should try it again. And so I did, and I loved it. I think my brain is just, it doesn't function properly sometimes, and until somebody mentions something, then it becomes something that's good. I don't know. Are you guys that way? Maybe. And then from also Milani, I have the Stay Put Brow Color in dark brown, and this is a pomade. Comes with a little brush, you know, your spoolie, and this is one that I like to use on days that I am in a rush or just don't want to bother with my eyebrows. I just take a little bit of this and then just kind of fill them in, and I'm ready to go. Super easy product, and their little brush that it comes with, that's actually really good. Like the brow part, it's very thin, so it gives you like really nice little hair like strokes. So I really like this one, like I said, on days that I don't want to bother with my brows, but I'm sure if you wanted to be more detailed, that one's a good one too. And then this one, I'm sure you guys have heard everyone talk about, but I'm joining the craziness, is the Anastasia Brow Freeze. And I didn't want to believe it. When I bought this, I was like, all right, what's the big deal? I don't get it, because I was using the Bedhead, I think it's called. Yeah, the Bedhead brow gel or hair gel. That's the one I was using for the longest time. So when I heard about this one, I was like, well, it's going to be the same thing. I don't care about it. I don't want to buy it. But then it went on sale for the Ulta, I think it was like Black Friday or something. It went like half off. So I was like, all right, perfect time to try it out. Let me see if I like it. And I loved it. So I bought it back up. So now I have two, because I'm just crazy like that. But yeah, this is one that is so good. If you have brows that are stubborn, that don't want to stay in place like mine are, this will solve your problems. This actually makes them stay in place without it feeling like you have something in your brows. If you touch them, yes, they're going to be a little bit crunchy, but you don't feel them as you move your eyebrows. Like, I don't feel it at all. Some I do. It doesn't bother me. I don't care to feel like I have something on my eyebrows, because whatever, I have something on my eyebrows, so I'm going to feel it. But this one, you don't feel it at all. You can apply more if you want them to stay like more crunchy, or you can apply less if you just want a little bit. So you can kind of customize it to your own desires. I think Anastasia sells their own spoolie. You don't really need it. I just use my own. If you guys have been here for at least a minute, you guys will know that I just love eyeshadows. Eyeshadow palettes are my weakness. I think I would probably spend all my money on eyeshadow palettes if I could, but I can't, so I don't. But I do spend a lot of my money on eyeshadow palettes, and I can justify spending high prices on eyeshadow products, which you don't always need to do, but I always convince myself that I need to do it. So let's talk about some eyeshadow products. Let's talk about the ones that stood out to me, because I have a lot that I've loved all year long because I love eyeshadows. So that's just is what it is. But these ones are the ones that really, I don't know. I guess I just couldn't put down and I kept wanting to go back to. So the first ones are the ColourPop Quads. And I believe these came out this year, but I'm not sure. I have the Sorbet and Cream Soda shades. So this is going to be the Sorbet shade. As you guys can see, this is beautiful if you love like these type of tones. I mean, if you're familiar with ColourPop, you will know that their shades are, their eyeshadows are beautiful. So no surprise there. And I have Cream Soda, which is this one here. This one's also very beautiful, very wearable for every day, with 2 shimmers, 2 mattes. And I had a ton more of those, like the matte with shimmers, but I gifted some to my mom and some to my sister, so I just kept these 2, which now I'm thinking that I need to place an order to buy the rest. And then they also came out with their matte. Oh wait, I also have this one. But they also came out with their just matte collection. So I don't know how to show you guys. So this is what they kind of look like. So they're all just a quad of mattes. And I just found these to be so, like, I don't know, not even like special, because I mean they're not special, they're just quads. But I just love the idea of just having a quad that, you know, you could just take this on like a road trip or something and you'll be set to go. Or you can take 2 different ones and you have, you know, 2 different eye looks. I don't know. I just love the idea. I love this packaging. I feel like it looks so like luxe. Almost looks like the Natasha Denona mini palettes. I just love it. I love that ColourPop did this. I want to say that I wish they did this with like the 9 pans instead of like the other plasticky packages they use. Like, how cute would these look with the 9 pan palettes? I don't know, ColourPop. There's an idea. You know, call me if you want to collab. A quick mention was this one. I just got this one just in December, but I fell in love with it. If you're placing an order for like those quads, I would highly recommend this one. The Smoke and Roses. They came out with a ton of different ones for these like style palettes, but this one was like one of my favorites because I don't have shades like this. I don't have pinky shades that are like a romantic pink. That's what I call them. And then from Sigma, I got the 9 eyeshadow palette in Ritzy. This one I got it because Taylor Wynn was recommending it. She was raving that this was one of her favorites, and so I think Sigma was having like a 40% off or something, and I decided to place an order for this one and other palettes. But this one is one that for some reason I just wanted to keep reaching for and keep reaching for. And it's not even like it's that special of like colors, but I don't know, there's just something about it that is just so perfect. It has like your lighter tones that you can, you know, set your lids. It has your crease shades. It has like your deepening tones. Very beautiful shimmers. This shimmer right here, Gold Rush in the corner, it's gorgeous. Like, I love it. It's like the perfect taupey brown kind of color, and it's so beautiful, and I just really like this palette. And then I swear all these are like recommendations. You can tell that I watch a lot of YouTube. Then the next one is from Morphe. This is the Madison Beer Channel Surfing Artistry palette, and I got this one on recommendation from Mallory Brooke. She was raving about it. It comes with a mirror, like what the heck. And this one is beautiful, and I'm pretty sure she compared it to like the Mario All Matte palette or whatever. She was saying that they're pretty comparable. Of course, this one also comes with shimmers, which the Mario one doesn't. So if you were looking to get that other one, this one ends up being like $15. And I don't know if Ulta carries it, but Morphe also has like discounts and stuff where you can pick this up. And like I said, it comes with a mirror for $50. This is like an amazing palette. That's the one I'm wearing on my eyes today. The shimmers are crazy. Like this shade right here, wow. I don't know, all the shimmers are really beautiful. Like, it doesn't look like a very amazing palette, but once you start to swatch them out and you actually put them in your eyes, like, they're just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And I hadn't bought a Morphe palette in a long time, but when I bought this one, I was really impressed. I don't know if like the maybe the formula is different. I have no idea. But yeah, it's one that I would for sure say check it out. And then two that were newer products to me, but I instantly fell in love right away, were the Ulta Beauty Matte Cream Eyeshadow and the Metallic Cream Eyeshadow. These were also Taylor Wynn recommendations. And I have a few different shades, but I'm going to show you the Game Over shade. And I bought these for my mom as well because I told her, you know, they're like a one and done kind of shade. So this is what it applies like when you first put it on. And then you just kind of, with a brush or with your finger, whatever you want to use, just, you know, shear it out. And it just gives your eye like the prettiest wash of just like color. And I just loved it. They're so easy to use. They don't dry up super fast, so you have time to work with it and just kind of blend it out to your desire. And it's really nice and really pretty. And then the shimmer shade I have is Pretty in Pink. And I feel like these two would actually look really pretty. So this is what this one looks like right there. Look at that shimmer. Isn't that beautiful? And then if you shear it out. Wow. You guys see that? How gorgeous is that? So you can pretty much get a perfect look just with these two products. And I think they're like $8 each. So they're a little pricey. But these gonna last you like forever. And I feel like they're perfect for traveling or just like a quick morning look. If you don't want to be bothering with like eyeshadow palettes or something, you just pull these out, just swipe them on. You have one brush to use and you're ready to go. So these were some that surprised me, but I'm really excited that I have. And they don't have a lot of shades, so hopefully Ulta will expand their shade. Ulta, get with it. We love these. Can you get more shades? For eyelashes, I have lashes, as you guys can see. They're pretty long. They're not like crazy long, but I'm very picky when it comes to my mascara because I want my eyelashes to look, you know, voluminous and big and huge. I don't like wearing lashes, so I want the mascara to do that job for me so that I don't have to wear lashes. So when I look for mascara, I'm very specific that I want volume. So I found two this year that I really loved. One is a drugstore. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift in black, and I'm sure you guys heard about it because I think it went like viral on like TikTok. And this is what the wand looks like. It's a natural hair wand and it's like that hourglass silhouette. It's so pretty. I love what this one does to my lashes. This one's actually kind of old. I need to replace it, but good thing I hadn't thrown it away yet because I would have forgot about it. This is really good. So beautiful. Gives you volume. Gorgeous. Love it. And then a similar one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This is one I'm wearing today. I have a little mini size because I bought a sampler kit or whatever. And it came with like 5 different ones. So this is the first one that I've tried out so far. But yeah, this one is so good. And I'm thinking I might end up buying the full size. We'll see. But this is what I have on my lashes today. And as you guys can see, it just gives you the volume that you need and everything. This one you can apply one coat and you're ready to go. But if you want like that dramatic lashes, 2 to 3 coats, it's like perfect. You can layer it, no problem. Doesn't flake. I really like that. Mascara. And then for my bottom lashes, I have the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara in black. This was a recommendation from Taylor Wynn. And the reason why I did want to try it was because it has like the tiniest little wand that really gets into your lashes, on your lower lashes. I typically don't wear mascara on my lower lashes, but when I want to look more put together, more glam, whatever you want to call it, is when I pull this out. And this just adds so much detail to your lower lashes and it just makes them look so long and so beautiful. It's the one I have on right now. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see, I mean on my lower lash, but yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful product. Okay, one product that I didn't mention is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. So I bought this, I think it was this year, at the beginning of the year, or last year. And I tried it out. I didn't like it. I have it in 2.5, but I just recently pulled it back out because I was like, you know what? I need to do something with it because it was expensive. I don't want it to go to waste. And I started using it as a eye primer and I love it. I love what it does for my eyes because it's actually matte velvet. So it gives you a little bit of grip if you want to add like shimmers or whatever, but then it's not sticky where you need to set it like other concealers because I typically don't use eye primer. I have eye primers, but I don't use them. I prefer just doing a concealer just because it's easy. And this one is so good for that. So if you guys have this one, try it out for your eye primer and let me know what you guys think, because this one works so well as an eye primer and I was impressed and shocked, and I'm excited because now it's not gonna go to waste. And then for lips, I have a few different ones to talk about. So for the lip liners, I really got into the Milani Easy Liner, which is retractable and most natural. This this lip liner is so beautiful, and it's like the name says, is pretty natural looking, and I really like using it pretty much for any lip combo or whatever that I want to use, or sometimes I'll just use it alone. So that's the shade right there. It's really pretty. I feel like it just, I don't know, it goes really well with my natural lip color. Then new ones for me this year were the Sephora brand lip liners, and I have them in 3 different shades. I think the first one I bought was Rosewood, which is this really pretty like beige color, and then I bought Creme de la Creme, which is more like a neutral shade. And then Jessica Brown recommended this one, which was, it's Cherry. She said it was like the perfect red. I actually have not been able to wear this one yet. These ones are retractable, so it's amazing, so you don't have to sharpen them. They do come with like a little sharpener in the back if you want to make them more of a thin tip, which I don't really ever do. And I think today I have on this one, Rosewood. This one I have on my lips under a lip gloss, which I'll talk about in just a second. But yeah, these are so good, so affordable. I think they're like $11 on Sephora site. So if you're shopping for like the foundation I talked about, get these. Sephora always has sales on their own brand, so you can get these for even cheaper. For lip gloss, I have a few different ones that I liked through the year, but one that stood out was the Lila B in Be Elegant. I have 2 little mini ones because these are actually pretty expensive, but I found a kit that came with 2 minis and I decided to try it out. But I love how they feel on your lip. So this is the shade right there on the top. That's Be Elegant. It's so pretty and so opaque. Like, surprisingly, they actually add a lot of color to your lip. So if you want to just use this on its own, you can. And then these products I fell in love with. These are the L'Oreal, I don't know what they're called. Of course, I'll link them below. I have 3 shades, but here I have Be Fiery and Be Powerful. These are so beautiful. These go on your lip almost like a lip gloss, like a sheer lip gloss, but they give you a little bit of a stain after it goes away. But these are magical. These don't dry out your lips. Like, they'll stay glossy all throughout the day. Even if you eat, you drink, whatever, they'll stay on your lip. Like, you could still feel like there's like almost chapstick left on your lips. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. So it goes on more glossy, but as the day goes on, it kind of like fades into like creamy lipstick stain kind of situation. I don't know, it's I don't know, they're beautiful. I love these, and Ulta always has sales on them, so does Target. So don't pay full price, or if you want to, you can. I mean, who am I to tell you how to live your life? But yeah, these are so beautiful. Check out the shades. I love them. I want to get more. I have another one that's more like a neutral shade, but these are so gorgeous, and I love having them like in my purse or whatever. Right. So we made it to the end. That was a lot of stuff, I know. So if you made it till the end, comment a lipstick on the bottom, so that way I know that you made it to the end. But yeah, that's gonna be all the products that I loved for 2021. There's many other ones that I'm sure I forgot to talk about, which is fine. I love makeup. I love doing my makeup. I don't do my makeup because I feel like I need makeup. I just love doing my makeup because I love doing my makeup. That just is what it is. Like I said, anything I talked about will be linked in the description box below if you guys want to shop for it. Let me know what products stood out to you from 2021. If there's something that you think I would need to try out, please let me know, because I would love to try it out. But also in January, I'm gonna try to not shop for anything. So wish me luck. I love shopping for makeup. It makes me excited, but I need to cut back because I bought a lot. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you would do so, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.